Love is Blind, Season 6. Oh my God. Yes, this is the vocabulary of many of the participants. Those three words are the words they use the most. This lady is obviously quite good looking, but we call it in Hebrew ti'un tzipiyot. What are your expectations? You have to coordinate expectations. I mean, it's one thing to be honest and tell your life story, but if your mother is a drug addict and your father is a drug addict that committed suicide, lost custody of you, you were taken to care, and then you got pregnant at the age of 18, maybe you could skip that story if you wish to attract someone who's not a psychopath. Just my tip. So for some reason she was shocked she wasn't chosen, but she's not out of the picture, obviously. So love is supposed to be blind, but guess what? Everybody there has amazing fit. They're very fit. They're very good looking. So it's kind of contradictory, because if love is truly blind, why do you choose very physically attractive people? So yeah. So we've got this. Let's continue to the main characters. Laughing, then crying. They're in the pods. They talk through walls, so they don't really see the other person. But there's not one person who's overweight, maybe slightly overweight, or in any way unattractive. The men, well, most of them are fit. So this woman got real, and then she was surprised nobody chose her, with a mother who's a drug addict, a father who's a drug addict and committed suicide, and a life where she was in foster care and then got pregnant at the age of 18 or 17. She's a single mother of a 10-year-old when she's 28. You really wonder why she was not chosen as number one on men's list. But this Trevor, he's quite a large man, but unfortunately he lacks confidence, so he was not chosen. This woman would have been his perfect match. She thinks she looks like Megan Fox, and she's an air stewardess. So if you see, oh, she's an air stewardess, you assume she's good looking. So of course it attracts a man who is absolutely obsessed with looks, and somebody who looks like Megan Fox. But in my humble opinion, she looks more like Ursula from The Little Mermaid, the animated version. If you look at her facial expression and the way she tries to control the man constantly, and she really wonders why the man claims she's clingy when she expects to have a report on what he's doing every single minute of the day. Well, no, she's not clingy. She's obsessively clingy. This man claims that he's going to look for a woman who is going to be the love of his life. Well, words are one thing and actions another. This woman, the fake eyelashes kill me. She is very deep, underwent therapy, but is extremely irritating. This woman has a meltdown. She doesn't understand, after confessing that her parents were drug addicts, she wasn't chosen. Well, guess what? It's not an attractive quality. This woman is a control freak. And guess who she attracted? A man who really doesn't like to be controlled. So it's really like a couple destined for disaster. She's very attractive, but look at her eyes. They're always staring, it looks like she's had 10 cups of coffee, and she's always judging others. Really not endearing qualities for anyone. This is Jimmy. Reminds me of the leader of the pack, remember? But he's really not a leader. Jimmy is supposed to be a sensitive man. He has 2 lady friends and he cries. But guess what? He is really, really not looking for a deep connection. He's looking for Megan Fox. And guess what? He's going to be keep looking, even though he swears to be committed forever and ever and ever. He is very, very shallow. So they're supposed to be only talking. Let's look at the other characters. We have a school principal. Where is he? The school principal is a really interesting character. Not him. This is the school principal. Middle school principal at 25. And he's a leader of a religious group. Well, you would expect certain things from him, like being profound and deep. He claims to be very affectionate, but he doesn't show any affection towards the woman. He claims he doesn't care about skin color, but guess what? He definitely does. And the minute he gets the phone back, they take away their phone, just like pupils in school. They take away their phones. The minute he has the phone, that's all he sees is the phone. Of course, he has to run a school at the same time. You wonder why a school principal would want to expose his private life. He's 25, but he has the body of a middle-aged man. He claims to be very affectionate and physical, but he doesn't do too much in that way. And when he has time off, he's busy braiding his hair. Not really deep or religious, as religious as he claims to be. This guy is really cute. Where's the other one? The ginger guy. Real connection starts. All right, there's a lot of people that fall through. Pods are the places where they talk and don't see the other person. But look, they're all fit. Nobody's there. There's hardly anybody overweight. This guy claims he's looking for the love of his life. He's looking for the love of his life. He's a family man. But he, I don't want to spoiler alert, but he gets in trouble when he really hides information that's very easy to retrace where he was the whole night. I mean, they don't really spend a lot of time together, 1 month, and he can't seem to be faithful even for the one day. A lot of drama. At first, everybody seems very well paired. This girl seems like amazing, except that she is Latina. She's very fixated on being Latin, and she chooses a ginger man who is completely the opposite. Yeah, and she also needs approval of her father. So why even do this? See anything else here? So, yeah, I'm not promoting this, but I will say this guy, for instance, let's look at him. He is ginger. She's Latin. Like, she's Spanish, and she claims to be attracted to Spanish guys. So she chose the opposite. Do opposite attract? Yes, they do, but they don't usually stay together. Prediction time for me. Prediction time. So this guy left because he was a cheater and a liar, and they kicked him out. This woman will come and make more drama because this is what she's good at. This guy, I think, will come back and claim Ursula from the Little Mermaid, that woman who's a drama queen and clingy, because they're both big and don't have a problem then with feeling insecure. This guy is not going to get married, that's for sure. This woman will not get married because her eyelashes prevent her from seeing the man, and she's a bit phony and fake, even though she thinks she's really profound because she does, like, I don't know how many years of therapy. So I predict that this one is a troublemaker later on. I predict very few marriages, if at all. I would say this one definitely not. Maybe this one with the Latin, because they will be able to bridge their differences. This couple, I see the only ones, I forget his name, the ginger guy with the Latin lady. I think they're going to get married. And I think that's the only couple who's going to get married. So you have to wait a week to find out. So this keeps you at the edge of your seat. The question is this for real? This guy's definitely not for real. Can't believe he's a 25 principal of a middle school that demands a lot of maturity. And maybe the reason he's a principal of a middle school is that he's probably at the same maturity level as the pupils. The minute he gets his phone, he's constantly glued to the phone. And maybe he has to run the school, but he completely ignores the partner. And it's possibly one of the least affectionate and least communicative guy ever seen on that show. There's a big discrepancy between what he says and what he does. And like a teenager or a middle school student, he's glued to his phone. He definitely is out of that there. So I predict one couple will get married. That's the ginger and the Latin. And the rest of them, this one is going to get married. This one will maybe find a girlfriend. Out and out. These are my predictions. Stay tuned. Next week we'll know the result.